They said I was too small for football, so I made them regret every word on championship night. I was 5'3" and 130 pounds as a high school freshman, looking more like a middle schooler than an athlete. My baggy uniform hung off my frame, and when I stood next to other players, I practically disappeared. But walking into basketball tryouts that sweltering August afternoon, I had something bigger guys didn't, something to prove. The gymnasium smelled like fresh wax and old sweat. Sneakers squeaked against polished hardwood as dozens of hopefuls warmed up, most towering over me by half a foot or more. I could feel their eyes on me, some amused, others dismissive. A few actually laughed. Coach Peterson took one look at me and shook his head. "Son, this isn't recreational league. These boys will eat you alive." His voice carried 20 years of authority, but I'd heard doubt before. What he didn't know was that I'd been practicing 12 hours a day in my driveway since 6th grade. Rain or shine, I was out there until my fingers went numb and legs gave out. I knew every move, every angle, every shot, the crack in concrete that would send a dribble left, the exact arc needed to sink a three-pointer over our rusted hoop. He made me team manager. While starters ran plays, I organized equipment and kept stats. But after every practice, when the last player headed to showers, I stayed behind shooting until the janitor kicked me out. Junior year arrived, and I'd grown exactly 2 inches. Still the shortest kid trying out, still getting pitying looks from players who thought basketball was reserved for the genetically gifted. But when Coach Peterson ran conditioning, something had changed. I finished first in every drill. "All right, Thompson," he finally said, staring at me with something approaching respect. "One scrimmage, don't make me regret this." The starting point guard was Marcus Williams, 6'2", full ride to state locked up, treated JV players like servants. During scrimmage, he tried posting me up, expecting to muscle through. Instead, I read his movement, stripped the ball clean, and pushed it up court for a three-pointer. The gym went silent. "Lucky shot, midget," Marcus sneered. I kept my mouth shut and kept playing. By halftime, I had 12 points and 6 steals, hitting shots from angles Marcus didn't know existed. Marcus had 4 turnovers and was breathing heavy, his swagger replaced by frustrated confusion. But coach still put me back on JV. Senior year changed everything. I'd grown to 5'7" and added 15 pounds of muscle. More importantly, I'd perfected every fundamental skill while bigger players relied on size alone. When Marcus got suspended for grades 3 games into the season, coach had no choice but to start me. Regional championships arrived, and we faced Lincoln High, the team that had beaten us by 30 the year before. Their point guard was 6'4" and Division I committed. The local newspaper called our matchup David versus Goliath. In the 4th quarter, we were down by 12 with 6 minutes left. The crowd had grown quiet, resignation settling over our gymnasium. That's when I remembered every hour spent in that driveway, every time someone said I was too small. I scored 18 points in that final quarter, hitting impossible shots and making steals that drew gasps. The crowd chanted my name so loud the building shook. We won by 6, and I was named tournament MVP, holding that trophy like it contained every dream I'd ever harbored. After the game, Coach Peterson found me in the locker room. "Thompson," he said, voice thick and eyes watery, "I was wrong about you. Dead wrong. You taught me that heart beats height every single time." Marcus never played college ball, too used to coasting on natural gifts. He couldn't handle real competition when size advantages disappeared. I got offered full scholarships to 3 different schools. 10 years later, I coach youth basketball in that same gymnasium where I once felt invisible. When parents bring me their small kids, worried they'll never make teams, I tell them, I don't care about their size. I care about their hunger, and I make sure every short kid gets their shot.